Augmented Reality Lesson 6, Motion Detection. In this lesson, we're going to use coding concepts to track the direction of real-world motion of an actor. So there's a couple different activities in here. One is programming a ball actor to bounce around the stage, using the direction block with Tinker's physics engine, and programming actors to do the wave. Some new code blocks that we will use. Video direction on, that will track the angle the direction is moving behind the actor. Point in direction, video motion on, that points the actor in the direction of the motion behind it. So that's going to allow you to change the direction of an actor. Forever if true. If this is true, anything inside of this forever loop will repeat over and over again until it's not true. Apply impulse at video direction self degrees will apply an impulse at the specified value, so that's this one right here, in the direction of the movement of the actor that's behind it. When video motion on self is greater than a certain amount, so that's where we react when the specified amount of motion in the background is detected. We used that before when we were looking at not having little tiny things in the background affect the movement on our screen. If true, then and else. So if this condition is true, anything in here is going to be run, else anything in here. When received, so this listens for a message or broadcast from other scripts before activating. So everything under here, when they receive that, will activate. Broadcast allows you to broadcast a message and then wait until all of the other scripts that are running are done running. Animate animates the actor to use its built-in animation, so some of them will have some movement built into them. And set angular velocity to will set that velocity. So velocity is the direction and speed that something is moving to a specific value. Some new vocabulary in this lesson. Motion direction. So that's direction that's assigned a value between -80 and 80, where motion moving to the right is positive. So that's going to be 0 to 180. And the motion moving left is going to be -1 to -180. So think about that as on a number line moving left and right. A video frame, that's a parameter that lets you take a picture from the video feed. That's what we worked on yesterday. Impulse is motion produced by movement. So let's take a look at some of the concepts that will be covered in this lesson. Track motion. Oh, by the way, little tip here, you can turn the sound off if you don't want to hear the music in the background. It's wonderful. So whenever there is motion behind the actor specified in this block, it tracks what angle the direction is moving in. For example, if you sweep your hand from left to right, the direction will be close to about 90 degrees because that's 90 degrees straight across. So we're going to try this. We're going to wave our hand behind the block and see what direction it says you're moving. So here's the block, and if I move my hand, you'll notice it changes the value. That's a positive, negative, negative, positive. The video direction on actor block reports the direction of motion. So it'll tell the program the direction of motion. That means we can use the exact angle of the motion with other Tinker blocks that use angles. For example, if we set up a block like this, point in direction, video direction on mouse pointer, we can point the actor in whatever direction the motion is going in. So watch as the block rotates based on which direction the motion behind it is. When you're finished, click on him when you go through this. So if I move like this, I'm moving them. The block should be rotating based on the motion. There we go. All right, so if I put my hand up here and do this, I'm going to be able to get it to move a little bit. So that's going to adjust the angle of movement here. Click on him. So those are the concepts that you're going to be covering in here. There are 3 activities like there usually are. The bouncy ball is going to be you creating a bouncing ball that goes around the screen. Make sure that you're reading the instructions and pulling them over. Remember, these are ones that sometimes can get a little tricky, these first couple where you don't have any blocks to pull out. Silly spinning. In this one, you're going to follow this tutorial and you'll end up with spinning balls like this that react to motion in the background. I'm trying to sit completely still to get them to stop. Now if I bring my hand across, they're going to move again. So you're going to program it to do that. And then finally, before the quiz, you are going to program some actors to do the wave, like they're at a sporting event. So it will end up looking like this. So they turn in the direction. And they'll turn whatever way I tell them to with my hand. Finally, you'll just finish up the quiz on your own.